Good morning from Florida. It is so much nicer here. It is actually snowing and cold at home, and my sister is currently stuck in the Dallas airport because, well, actually our friend Jake from Jake's Performance, so he went and got her, picked her and her boyfriend up, and they'll be down here sometime. I don't know when because snow, but it's not snowing here, and it is test day. So exciting. We could potentially see a 6-second pass today. I don't know. We don't know what we're going to see. We're not trying to beat the car up, but we're going to go make a 300-foot pass, a 8th mile pass, you know, whatever it is, work it up to a quarter. I was actually getting off the elevator, and I saw a big QA1 shirt walk off, and Tim Anderson from QA1, who's coming to help tune the shocks and suspension today, he was actually getting off the elevator. So we're gonna go to Walmart and parts store and grab all the stuff we need, and then we are getting ready to head to the track after that. But we have a full truck. Let me flip this around. Okay, so not a full truck, I should say full trailer, but look at that!
It's full, and it's really full once we added those two big bad boy wheels.
Yeah, so we wanted to test tires, and our friends at Billet Specialties, they actually got some wheels made real quick, got them down here, and we have a new matching pair.
There's another one.
16 double bead locks, same as what's on the car, color and everything, but that way we don't have to swap wheels, we can just mount tires.
We don't have to swap tires, we can just mount wheels.
Well, I mean,
we're actually
in my
swapping.
head, in my head what I meant was we don't have to unmount, mount,
tires, yeah.
remount, that's what I, yeah.
That's time consuming.
Yeah. And then Miss Mika, she loves to race track. So, we got lots to accomplish today, but it's nice. It feels like a good day. It feels like a fast day. So, fingers crossed for some fast passes, but let's go grab some stuff.
There's an ice cream truck.
Alright, we are here at the track. It is sunny and 75 like I said earlier, so it's pretty great. Joe Berry, he's about to be here. We've got Tom down there, Schroeder Nins, Steve Morris, a bunch of guys down there. So people are here getting ready to make a pass. For once the car is actually ready, I always feel wrong when things are ready, but we just got to drain antifreeze out, because we went through lots of cold weather, so it's got some antifreeze in it, so we gotta drain that, put water in it. Wheelie bars are good to go, just gotta fix the net, rename the tune. The cool part here is we have our friends from QA1. Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Is this better than the freezing cold you guys just came from?
Yeah, it was negative 14 today, I think, up there, so it was nice.
That's awful. That makes my bones hurt just thinking about it. So we were discussing just a minute ago, kind of game plan. So came down, gonna try to get this suspension dialed in, get some 60-foot times down. What's the plan?
I think just go out there and see what you got and tune from there.
I like it. Okay.
I mean, we're not gonna try to reinvent the wheel before you go out there, so just take it a little at a time and see if you can, pick it up.
Yep, so get a pass, get a baseline, see what it looks like, and then make some adjustments from there and try to knock the 60 down a little bit. So we'll see, but we're gonna go ahead and get started shortly. Mom's been sent on a mission via Tom, but I'm kind of jealous of her mission because she gets to drive. Are you driving a Challenger or Charger?
He's a Challenger, so.
So Dodge has sent some press cars down for the event, and so Luke, who is basically everything Sick the Mag, Mom's going to pick him up, and Mika's gonna go, and they're gonna take the Challenger.
Yeah.
Big influencer guy?
Big influencer guy. My name's not Alex Taylor.
Shut up. You're the actual influencer. I see all your subscribe to Sick the Mag. All those little press posts.
Yep.
Yup. Pretty nice. one. Less than impressive. I don't actually know what's happening. So, quick recap here. Everything's noisy. Let me try to find a quieter spot. So, quick recap. I went up to make a pass, and we were working on testing the bump button and everything like that. And I got it bumping. Everything felt good. First, second, third felt good. Driving through the pits, reverse, everything's firm. So transmission felt fine. I made my pass, or attempted pass, bumped into the lights, it bumped in. I let go of the trans brake, and it sounded like rah, 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 like something grinding, basically. I was like, okay, that doesn't sound good. Dad wanted to try it again, so I tried it without bumping. Just put it on the trans brake, not good. Same thing, pulled the data, goes up to 8,000 RPM without moving. So I don't know what the culprit is yet. I looked at the data, Ryan's looked at the data. Trans pressure was good, converter pressure was good, everything there was good. There's no signs in the data for it to not be moving. But what we're wondering,
I need you to help
I'm on my way. Okay. What we're wondering is if maybe we might have sheared a shaft on the GearVendor. So to be determined. We'll see. Okay, so we're here with Joe Barry. This is an issue always. Creamsicle. We have some ideas what might happen. Can you explain what happened to you?
Well, we didn't know it was a GearVendor issue, and what happened is went up to the starting line, put on the brake, build boost, let go of the tranny brake. The car didn't move. It just RPM'd to the moon. And Joey was on the radio right away, and he said, hit the GearVendor button. I thought, what the hell is he talking about? Hit the GearVendor button. Hit the GearVendor button, car took off. Went all the way down the track, no problem. I thought, this doesn't make sense. So I got to the end of the track on the return road, pretended like I was on the starting line, put on the brake, built boost, same thing. Went to the moon, I thought, okay, hit the GearVendor button, car took off. And that was a way to diagnose that it was the GearVendor broken, not a tranny or a converter issue.
So the shaft in it was actually sheared.
No, it doesn't shear the shaft. Actually, there's a sprag inside the GearVendor.
Oh, so yours was
So
sprag.
what happens is it'll burn through the clutches if the GearVendor's bad, but when you hit the button, it grabs the sprag, so it actually will drive the car.
Okay.
So it's worth the try.
Okay, and that's the same thing. So Tom's coming over too, because he said he had the same situation. He broke a shaft, but what I'm wondering is, like, Dad's like, we haven't done anything, but we were on the dyno. I'm wondering if, like, kicking it in safe neutral and then them locking the brake shocks the GearVendor.
I would be really nervous on that type of thing. I would definitely, that's probably a good catch right there.
That's what I'm
I'd
curious
almost
about.
bet now that you're saying that.
I could just imagine, like, the shock, even though it's coming down, like it shocks it or something.
Yep.
I don't know. So, okay, well, we're gonna see. The good thing is there's GearVendors around.
There is
so
GearVendors.
Maybe that's it. I don't know.
And
Thank
I
you,
have
Joe.
tranny pieces.
And he has tranny pieces and a converter, just in case we hurt stuff.
And converter.
We don't want to touch anything, but if we need it, we know where it's at. So, thank you.
You're welcome.
So that's not throwing GearVendor under the bus, because I don't know. I honestly don't know what's wrong. That's just like what we're thinking right now. Bailey's gonna come over. He's gonna look at it. He said if we put it in the air, he could tell. His son Aiden's going to pick up a water pump, so he's picking up a GearVendor. Rick's gonna be here all week with GearVendors, so just in case anything happens.
Did you try driving it?
No, you told me to put it in the air. Do you need the belly fan now?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's almost like it's trying to slip and we can't make it turn. Holy crap, you got this thing sealed up. Yeah, because it's just a smoke machine. So what are we going to check now?
Usually we'd mess with it right at the coupling there.
We can reach up in here and do that. But that's the same thing as turning the drive shaft, so.
Right.
All right, so right there, what were we? You first started by checking to see if shaft was broken.
Yeah, just see
Rolling
if
it?
if it did shear off the shaft with it, and sometimes you can see that just by jacking it up and then getting it to turn. So, and then obviously.
Pause. Okay, but that wasn't it. But we jacked it up, ran through the gears. I was in third. Everything was fine.
Yeah.
Then I clicked the
and
button.
then definitely a clunk. So now to figure came from, almost like a grinding, like your dad said, grinding, which is the same. Like if that clutch froze like that, and then all of a sudden it bound and released. But at the same time, I would almost try it again because maybe it released.
So should I?
Try what? Making a hit? No, try and run that again and see what happens, because
You think the clutch froze together?
if
like
it throws the clutch,
do,
yeah, and then if it knocks it out, then you technically would be okay. You just wouldn't have overdrive. So
It almost sounds like the planetaries in the GearVendor ate themselves. They could be in the transmission. I put new gear set in which is the very back end of the transmission, but it didn't make this noise in first, second, third, which it should have made it first if it was the planetaries in the transmission.
right.
So it didn't make it until we engaged the GearVendor. So that's almost like the planetaries in the GearVendor.
And I was telling Tom that when I clicked it, or when I was out there on the button and let go, it sounded like I thought the rear end. We broke something in the rear end, and he said that's kind of how the GearVendor sounds too.
Yeah,
So.
when I broke it at the line before, it's almost like a free spin, like you broke the rear gear, but I don't know.
Should I try it again or
So
call Rick
I
back?
don't see any reason to try.
what I would do is I would just describe that to Rick and then see what Rick says.
Okay. Okay, so Dad drained a little bit of the GearVendor fluid per Rick's request, and it's metallic and there's metal chunks floating by like a river.
Yeah, I think the GearVendor's gone.
But we don't know what hurt it.
My money's on the dyno.
He said he's never experienced it with the dyno, but something's happened.
Joe, want to see something funny?
No, because I kind of overheard your conversation over there.
Okay, get ready.
It smells burnt too.
Yeah, but look at the
metals.
Is it?
that's steel chunks.
It sounds like steel chunks.
Yeah.
This is how the tranny or the GearVendor?
GearVendor.
This is how mine smelled when it burned up.
Really?
Yeah, because it burned up the clutches first.
Well, did you hear it when it engaged?
I know, I was eating.
It went clunk, 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 clunk. So
He was eating chicken.
he's eating
I was
chicken.
gluing my 2 pieces of chicken together.
He was jealous because
just
I
so
got
could
there
get
early
the
and
ends aside.
I got like a whole hen.
I saw that. Okay.
It was a Cornish hen. You got the whole damn.
Okay, I'm gonna go figure out. Aiden's picking up a GearVendor, but I'm gonna call Rick
I
back.
might as well call Rick, but I might as well drain all that fluid just to
Yeah.
see.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and do that.
Okay. So, go ahead.
Well, we just got it out, and you turn this and you say, oh, there's nothing wrong. It's smooth. But then it occurs to me, it was nothing wrong. It was smooth when we...
First, second, third,
Yeah.
driving. It was when we engaged overdrive.
But, the weird thing is you didn't engage overdrive out there. It wasn't even hooked up. The wires weren't on the solenoid. So what is it that's actually damaged? Makes me wonder, obviously I think it's the planetaries in here, but they must be broken, and when you put enough power to this, it starts skipping over them or
that
something.
would be like there's brass washers in the planetaries, right?
Yeah, I don't know what's in here. I haven't taken it apart, but it's something like that.
Well,
I'm thinking about taking the bottom cover off.
I want to
of it.
know. Could you just like crack something open so we can see?
We can
Oh,
see.
hang on, shake it. Did you hear that? There's something loose in there.
I don't hear it.
It's jingling
But I
around.
don't hear thunder either.
I can assure you there's something jingling around. I don't know if it's supposed to jingle,
Get a socket. Let's just take it off since we
but it's
don't have anything
jangling.
better to do.
Okay.
Look, UPS next day air.
Oh, did we take Tom's?
I don't have any idea.
Yeah, we did. It definitely says it's Tom's.
Well, it's probably a better one then.
Probably not.
Probably put titanium clutches in this one.
I don't know. But...
I don't care whose it is.
Well, at least we got one. And then Rick will
You
bring.
can kill that box.
Okay, so GearVendor change. Don't actually know what caused it. When Rick gets here, we're gonna go over that. But you can't really see damage in the GearVendor, but we know that there is damage because we just put a new GearVendor in. And we're good to go. So I say we're good to go. We'll see when we put it on the track, but shifts, all that good stuff. On the brake, it let go of it, low RPM, and it actually moved, which is a lot better than last time. So anyway, let's go round 2 of this. Okay, so we just ran our 3rd pass. I say pass, it was, for lack of better terms, pass, but it was not a pass. So pass 3, looking at 60, because that's the main thing we're focusing on and testing. I don't know why I'm down here, but this is the only mount I have is my parachute right now. There we go. So pass 3, the 60 foot was down, best 60 foot yet, so 116. So we're finally in the teens, which is beautiful. We haven't changed anything, shocks or suspension yet, just because there's not been a reason to. So we're gonna talk to Tim in just a second, and he's gonna tell what we would do for the different conditions, and then we're gonna try to get another pass out there. But right now everything seems happy. 60 foot's good. We're happy with that. I mean, we need to get it down lower, but we're happy right now with that. So it's switching over to regular test and tune tonight, and so we'll probably try to get another pass. It's a little lazy on the spool there, a little lazy in the burnout as well, like coming up on boost. So a couple minor things to change, but overall we're going in the right direction. I'm happy with it, so we'll talk to everybody else in a second. Hi. Hi, Alex. Hi. Joe Barry, are you about to make a pass?
No.
Are you not going to make a pass?
No.
Why?
Because they say the track's bad.
I would cut my best 60 foot.
Did you really?
116.
Awesome. That's really good.
So it was okay, except so this little dude right here.
Yeah.
I like made my pass and I had to jerk back. Like I needed to go back just a little bit. Like it steered a little left, so I wanted to go a little right. And it felt like something in the front end locked up. This knob backed out, and so it caught on my wire. And so then I like jerked it and it like put the car or something. I mean, it wasn't a big deal, but that's why I still haven't made a good pass, but I made a good 60 foot.
That's good.
Okay, so no testing.
No.
Okay.
Are you guys making their pass?
We might. I don't know yet.
Okay.
I'd like to go get dinner though, to be honest.
Are we getting a steak?
Can we?
Hell yeah.
Deal. Are you down for a steak?
I'm down.
If Dad's buying, that means I'm buying. So I'm okay with that. I'll take you to dinner. I'll take you to dinner, Joe Barry. Okay. Hi, team.
Hi, team.
Sorry, everybody. We still don't have a real pass, but we didn't have a real crash. Eh? So bad. Okay, we'll get back to real pass in a second. Oh, I need to send Ryan data.
I guess we're gonna go over there with you.
What do you think, dude?
I think that if you hadn't had steering issues, that would have been your fastest pass ever.
Did you know that it's necessary to steer? So anybody that says you just go straight is a liar.
No.
I can't wait to see that GoPro footage.
Yeah. You're denting the thing. No, I think it was a good pass. The
I
60
felt really good about
you
that.
just got to get some fuel out of it on a burnout. I think it's stumbling and fat, but I mean, it's not hurting anything.
The
but
problem is like we tuned it in the cold, and
Yeah.
so now it's hot. And
Yep, that's what today's for. If
but
we
we've
get-
sorted through a lot of things because now that we know that, we're not going to have that happen during a real pass. So
We fixed a lot of stuff today.
yeah, I feel pretty good actually.
I think
and
so, too.
the thing is, our actual issue was in the 60 foot. So since we're seeing that, we know the quarter mile will drop as well. So
Yep. If you can get that the next time slip to show us our 330 and our 660,
yeah, that'd
see
be
what happens.
good. So I'm gonna go send Ryan datas, and
Yeah, you need to get that done.
I know. Okay, so gonna go make another pass. Attempt an 8th mile. If it feels good, I'll stay quarter, but go get those numbers and then call it for the day. So would we have liked to have got full passes? Yes. Did we? No. Is that okay? Absolutely. Dad's ready to get this show on the road because we have like 2 hours packing this trailer, to be honest. It's a disaster in there. But we're gonna drop the trailers off later, go probably head down to Fort Myers. We got stuff to do, but we're gonna try to get one more pass and cross our fingers that everything's good to go. And then we're gonna go over with Tim before he leaves. What changes we need to make. And this way I've got his contact, and we'll go back and forth this week on what we want to do. Getting colder out here, tire pressure going down.
Yep. I'm getting a little nervous about it. You may not get a full day, you may just get an 8.
An 8th would be okay though. All right.
What happened?
It died. I don't know.
Just trying again.
right, and that wraps it up for the testing video. So we didn't get a full pass, as you can see. The last pass, I had a super foggy visor. Sounds like an excuse, but you can't see at night with a foggy visor. So it's in and out of the throttle, like I think I counted on the data log 5 times. So we're happy with what it did. The main thing we're looking at is the 60 foot, because that's where we could make up quite a bit of time. It was doing good in the quarter mile earlier. So we're actually headed back to the track right now. Gotta go find, also on my last pass, my chutes did not deploy as fast as they should, and I got stopped and I realized that only one had actually deployed, kind of, and found there's a leak somewhere in the airline that runs to the CO2 bottle, so their air launcher chutes. So we gotta go track that down today, tidy some stuff up.
That's about it. Air launcher and whatever, drain the puke tanks.
Drain the puke tanks, but get some data, look at data. I need to send that to Ryan and go from there. But then tomorrow's tech day. May or may not make a pass tomorrow. I don't know. And yeah, so anyways, we had a great day yesterday. Went down to the Schroeder's house in Fort Myers and went out on a boat and did nothing car related at all. So
She's nice.
it was great. About 15 minutes from the track. Gotta stop at there's a cop.
There's a racetrack.
Yeah, there's a cop there. There's a racetrack over there. It's in the gas station, but we're gonna go find a Wawa because they've actually got some pretty good food found out down here. So gonna do that, and then we'll be ready for kicking off the week.
And incidentally, Wawa is a gas station.
Oh yeah, I don't know. I feel like other people know that.
I don't think anybody knows that.
It's a gas
I
station.
never heard of it before.
I have heard of it. They're in Florida.
Wah, wah, wah.
Yeah, that's what.
That's what Wawa is.
Okay, well, it's a gas station. So anyways, we will catch up with you guys in the next video. So as always, be happy, go fast, and stay pretty. I will see you guys next time.